Okay, what's happening, fam? L.A.R movement still moving. The book is entitled Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father. It's at Amazon Kindle Create Space. A link will be in the description box below, as usual. This video is entitled Black Male Issues versus Black Women's Issues. Black Men's Issues versus Black Women's Issues. Um, I'm gonna try to just say some pros and cons. You know, I think men's issue is the ability to work in this country. And I think um, black females, black women say, you haven't built anything in this country. And so you're at the mercy of everybody else who is employing. And they have a point. The thing about it, though, is the same companies that they work for were probably built on the backs of black men. So the same. So what they're saying is build something else again because what you built was stolen. And that's the problem. Like it's still in a system where whatever we build will be stolen. So exactly, and without understanding the aspect of, oh, we need to create something, we need to build something, we need to defend something, we need to maintain something, while at the same time um, the women seem to forget that we're dealing with a group of people who are traitors amongst us, who are working for the very people that they want us to build something separate from. So you can't serve two gods. A lot of people think about it in if you guys build something, we just gonna fall in line. No, you're not. What you're gonna do is you're gonna fight to sabotage it, and everybody's gonna look and not support it until to see if the guys get killed in the process, or they and everybody else reaps the benefit, or you're gonna sabotage it into the point where it stalls out the process, so you can lose faith in what we're trying to build or what we build, and thus weakening the structure itself. And then if it survives those two things, then you're gonna fall in line and act without taking into consideration that the men that you that that have to do the building in these circumstances will have the utmost resentment and contempt for every black man and woman who either helped in the sabotage or stood silent when it was going on. So that's just the reality of it. You know, I'm not making an excuse. I'm not saying we shouldn't try. I'm just putting out the reality, in my opinion, of how these things play out. Um, with that non-building, black women say, well, we don't respect you because you haven't built anything. And when you build something, for the most part, we were talking about is media, then we'll respect you. And I find that it's understandable because, when I see married couples, when the guy sets the table properly, that wife does fall in line for the most part. Well, I'm not gonna say for the most part, but what happens is there is a period of time where the wife is like, you know what, I can't complain because I've got this. I'm the queen in this kingdom. I can't really complain about this is a nice kingdom, and that does happen. The problem per se with that is that these all of these queens don't necessarily fall in line. They start plotting on the king. So if we built this media for you to look at yourself and see yourself, one of the questions that is going to come about is, so now that you see yourself as a woman, or as feminine, as submissive, as a team player on television and internet, now all of a sudden you know how to do it and you're ready to do it because you've seen yourself on television. So basically you're mindless because you know this is a situation you want us to create a situation where life is going to imitate art because when we give you the platform for art, then all of a sudden you'll live out what you see. And I think the problem men have with that is that has a extreme lack of intelligence and sincerity. Because if you're gonna act like a woman because you saw Angela Bassett do it, doesn't really, you know, I mean, just in my opinion. Um, Another black male issue is people's indifference, like out at us being martyrs. And people say, our lives don't matter, but yet people want to make strides off of our lives. I talked about that recently in one of my videos, the black male, an American martyr. Even with the Black Lives Matter movement, the vast majority of the people who were killed were black men, heterosexual black men. But you have the black homosexual community pushing Black Lives Matter as if, though we are all black, as if they deal with the type of things that we deal with when they don't. You have our women who in some ways we down for you, we got your back, but in other ways we calling the police on you because we can't control you. And it's the indifference to our lives, because if you put our lives in danger for you to get ahead and then tell us that you like and love us, which is the same bullshit model that this country does. I need your help, brother. I need your help. Please, brother. Please, brother. Now that you help me, nigga, 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 I hope you die. Like, it's that. And then you want us to feel, and that we're out here as a bunch of lone wolves fending for ourselves, unprotected. And we're not supposed to be protected in a sense, because men should be able to fight for themselves. But I said one of the problems that we have as black men, when there are a group of us that get together and are completely bitch made, who will sit there with camera phones intact, just, we gonna see what's gonna happen, world star, whole ass motherfuckers. Instead of holding the line like men were doing, like, look, this ain't going down like that today. And unfortunately, the problem is when brothers hold a line like that, you sisters who want to say, yeah, this are the black men that we love, we're going to hold a line. You know what y'all normally do? Y'all basically get these guys' names and addresses out. Yeah, Jeremy Williams held the line, 111 Provincial Lane, apartment 213. He goes to work from 9 to 5, and he fights for civil rights from 5 to 9, and he eats lunch at Wendy's every day. Officer, he's the model black man. It's like, bitch, did you just do that? What? I just wanted the world to know who he was, where he lives, and how you can find him by himself to spotlight in our society. No, you just sent out his death warrant. So, which leads to the black women's issue of not feeling protected, which some of y'all aren't. And some of y'all, you black girls, you little children, you need protection because this world will eat you alive, and nobody will have sympathy for you because they just use you as a sex object. The thing about it is, there's too many women dabbling. Like we can protect you from other men of other races, which you can't admit that we can do that. But what we can't protect you from are yourselves. Because a lot of you like to be habitual line steppers and like playing with fire. You want to be protected by the black man, but you want to sleep with the white guy and the Hispanic guy and the Asian guy and the Arab guy. You want to go into their territory and be their Jezebel or their vixen, or just get their eyes and attention. So it's kind of like, in some ways, you ladies want protection, and you're like Sarah Bartman. You'll leave the village to go in the middle of the enemy's village to say, "Look at me, cause I'm pretty." And these wolves basically try to, might take you or rape you or whatever. And then when all of that happens, then you run back. I was unprotected. I can't protect you from yourself. You keep doing this shit. Like, what you want me to chain you up? No, that's the only way I can keep you protected, because they're not the problem. They're already scared of us, don't you? That's why we getting killed by them. That's why even the police hop out of the car, for a rolling stop with two guns on a brother. They're scared because they know they get their ass whipped, and that fear in itself is wrapped within something that lets these guys know if you cross the line, you're getting dealt with. But you can't see that. So it is what it is on that. So at the end of the day, we have more issues. I think I'm gonna bring them up at another time because this video is getting long. So other than that, for now, I'm done. Peace.